to protect your soul.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Good block.
Send it.
Oh!
Yep. Yep.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! For context, this is the last time Kopitar will ever play in the TD Garden. We're saluting him farewell. He's retiring at the end of this year. That's awesome. Even the coaching staff's out there, especially Marco. He was an assistant for Kopitar for a few years. That was then. Now let's get started with the real fun. See you on the other side of this break. Pasternak, Saka, score! Bruins win! Pasternak, score! The Bruins win! 2-1 in overtime! Saka, score! Pavel Saka! Bergeron, yes! What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the live stream here on this Thursday night as the Bruins are in San Jose. They're not in San Jose. They're hosting the San Jose Sharks at the TD Garden in Boston. Hello. What's happening? Good to see everybody. Happy Thursday. Jeez, let's get into your starting lineups. For the Sharks, it's Macklin, Celebrini, Colin Graff, and Will Smith. Alex Wenberg, Adam Gaudette, and Kiefer Sherwood. Michael Misa, William Eklund, and Tyler Toffoli. Zach Ostapchuk, Barclay Goodrow, and Ryan Reeves. On defense, Dmitry Orlov and John Klingberg, Mario Ferraro, and Muka Medulin. Yes, stream legend Muka Medulin is back. Sam Dickinson and Vinny Desharnais with Alex Nedeljkovic in net for the Sharks. For the Bruins, it is Elias Lindholm, Murat Husnudinov, and David Pastrnak. Pavel Zacha, Casey Middlestat, Victor Arvidsson. Fraser Minton, Alex Steeves, and Morgan Geekie. Sean Corrali, Tanner Jeannot, and Mark Kastelik. On defense, Jonathan Asbro and Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, and Mason Lowry, Nikita Zadorov, and Andrew Peak, with Jeremy Swayman in net. Those are your starting lineups for both teams. What's up, guys? You're at the game, then get out of chat and enjoy the game, man. What is happening? Yeah, let's talk about that. David Pastrnak and his wife Rebecca had a child this morning, so congratulations to the Pastrnaks on that amazing news. And you know what that means? Pastrnak scoring tonight, right? We expect dad power? Right. And somebody brought up the schedule. Well, if we look at the left side of your screen right here, this is the Bruins' upcoming games coming up, and the Bruins have a lot of tough tests after tonight. They have the Capitals on Saturday, the Devils on Monday, the Canadiens on Tuesday, the Jets on Thursday, Red Wings next Saturday. I might not be live for that one, and I can't tell you why just yet. We'll figure out why in a little bit. Leafs next on Tuesday the 24th, and the Sabres on the 25th. So, a lot of tough tests coming up for this Bruins team. They have to figure out a way to win on the road. 5 of their next 7 games are on the road. They need to win, right? They need to win. So, they're all must-win games. So, first period of coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Uno Overlays. It is the easy way to overlay. As we are getting ready to get started here with the national anthem. Todd Angeli singing his heart out. This is the song they actually used for the pregame intro in the Garden, by the way. Or at least they used to use it. They don't use it anymore. Apparently they made a new one for the second half of the season, but the one they used the first half of the season, that was the one they used, actually. So, we're not there yet. All right. Home, away we go at the TD Garden. Bruins, this is a place they have not lost in 2026. They have won 13 consecutive games at home. Puck comes in front, and Husnudinov couldn't play that one. The Bruins lost to the Sharks earlier this season out in San Jose, so we'll see what happens here tonight. Swayman to Peak, deflects it to Elias Lindholm, sends it to David Pastrnak, and the Bruins will move it up the ice. Here is Pastrnak, the newborn dad, plays it across ice into the corner. Zadorov's got it. Looking for options here. Shovels it over to Peak on the right point. Peak looking for Pastrnak backdoor. It didn't go off him. Broken up there by Dickinson. Tied up there by Elias Lindholm. Pastrnak digs it free. Looking to the middle. Puck deflects off his stick and out of the zone. He'll get it back to Aspero, and the Bruins will change. Here is Casey Middlestat to the middle for Zacha for Arvidsson. Arvidsson across the line, shoots, and a save by Nedeljkovic on Arvidsson's shot from the high slot. Bruins had a couple of really good chances on Thursday before finally scoring with a Mason Lohrei goal. I mean, you could hear it hitting the bar and in. I mean, from where I was sitting, which is about 20 rows up. Puck comes in front, cleared away. Will Smith shoots, and Swayman hangs on to that one. Who was in at the last time the Bruins played the Sharks? I think it was Swayman. I don't think Korpisalo started unless it was the Ducks game. Well, I guess that was filthy. Filthy! Disgusting. And by the way, we'll talk about Charlie McAvoy in a bit, who has the puck now. That son of a bitch better be wearing a bubble. I'll tell you what. More dental work? Man, wear the bubble. If I was a team dentist, I'd lose my mind. Bruins get it in the zone. It's Aspero in the near side corner. Trying to center it in front. Lost it. Arvidsson to Middlestat. Middlestat tied up in the corner. Puck played around, and now it's Will Smith. Ahead for Celebrini on the near side. Lohrei pins him up against the wall. The nice check from Lohrei. Puck played cross ice. Nobody there. It's Toffoli tied up there with Morgan Geekie. He got more dental work done overnight into Wednesday, and Marco Sturm said he's not getting any prettier. No dip Sherlock. Toffoli sends it in for Michael Misa, the number 2 overall draft pick. The Islanders took Schaefer number 1, but Misa was right behind. Puck put in behind the net. Now here's Toffoli looking in front, cleared away. Fraser Minton, who had 2 goal posts against the Kings on Tuesday. 2, including a crossbar. Here's Hampus Lindholm, flips it into the zone. Geekie knocks it down. Geekie shoots, and a save by Nedeljkovic on a try from Morgan Geekie from the high slot. Yeah, McAvoy started with all of his teeth. He has like 4 left. Did you see the picture that was put out on social media with his mouth during the post-game presser? Oh my god. Dude. I mean, man. Wasn't pretty, that's for sure. He's not getting any prettier. Kastelic whipped out of the draw against Wenberg. It'll be Corrali on the draw. Tie up here. Wenberg wins the draw. He's a good dentist. Well, I'd hope so. He better have a good dentist. Well, the teeth he's been losing. Puck dumped into the zone there by Gaudette. Swayman plays it along for Zadorov. Will look to send it up the ice. Plays it across the Peak. He'll cross the line. Trying to get it to Sean Corrali. Couldn't get it to him cleanly. Puck goes back to Peak. Shot wide. Just missed wide of Nedeljkovic. Kastelic back. Zadorov shoots. It's blocked in front. It took down Jeannot. Here is Kastelic. Throws it in front. Saved by Nedeljkovic on Kastelic's chance in front of the net. During the first TV timeout, I'll pull up the picture. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how gnarly McAvoy looked. And is buying a super yacht. Bro, he might be able to go buy, like, not even a yacht. How about a cruise ship somewhere? If we hear something about a dentist ship, we'll know why. Zacha wins the faceoff. Somebody lost a glove. It was Colin Graff. Middlestat tied up against the wall. Jams it to Zacha into Arvidsson in the corner. Arvidsson trying to dig this puck free. Into Zacha. In front, Middlestat just missed wide. Nedeljkovic almost had a good chance and almost had made a good save. He might have. I couldn't tell. They're going to give Middlestat the credit for it. Bruins, Sharks dumping in deep. McAvoy just under 4 minutes in. Puck moving to the neutral zone. Middlestat through Arvidsson. Puck comes to Zacha. Over to Arvidsson. Drops it. McAvoy. Drive! And a save by Nedeljkovic on McAvoy's drive. Also, during one of the TV timeouts, remind me to talk about the Bruins trade that they made today. The AHL trade they made today. The AHL trade deadline is tomorrow, so keep that in mind. So the Bruins trading 2 prospects for 1 to make room for a certain BC forward. How about 2? Stay tuned about that information. Bruins win the face-off with Elias Lindholm. Puck comes to Lohrei. Husnudinov. Pasternak's one-timer blocked in the slot. Elias Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm keeps it in, but he couldn't get it to Husnudinov. Puck deflected by Lohrei. What a block on that feed. It was a stretch pass up ahead. He was looking to connect with Sherwood, and it got blocked by Lohrei, and it goes out of play. Does Dean stay at BC for another year? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One more year. One more year. Next spring, next year around this time, he'll be joining the Bruins roster. Yeah. Wenberg will get kicked out of the draw against Lindholm. It'll be Gaudette on the draw. Puck's dumped into the zone by the Sharks. Lohrei plays it around past Hampus Lindholm. Alex Steves there. He's back in for the second time since the Olympic break. Asamont will have a seat. We have an icing here against against Boston here, 4.5 in. The Sharks are in 6th in the Pacific Division, but that does not mean they're bad by any means necessary. They have 66 points, so they're still battling. And even if they don't make it this year, the Sharks are still a very building team, and next year is going to be a really good year for them, especially when the Oilers fall apart. Do you hear the rumors about their goalie? Pasternak trying to get around a defender, gets it from Klingberg, almost lost his stick, took Klingberg's stick with him. Andrew Peak to Lohrei. Pasternak in the slot. Shot save. And Pasternak's stick exploded. What is going on? Pandemonium here. Here is Fraser Minton. He'll dump in. Nedeljkovic plays it aside. Andrew Peak, puck tied up in the corner. Steves plays it around. Minton gets the shoulder in there on Dickinson. Morgan Geekie at the left point. Throws it to the net. Where's the puck? It's in front, cleared away. Peak keeps it in. Peak gets it in down low to Steves. Here is Geekie in front. Minton just couldn't play that pass. And it's moved ahead. The Sharks have numbers the other way, but it's cleared away there by Zadorov. Yeah, Pasternak got hooked. Yeah, that should have been a penalty. With him and Klingberg. Geeky gets around Misa, has to spin back there as he had a second defender on him. Chipped it over to McAvoy, who is not wearing a damn face shield. Crazy, man. If you get hit in the face, I'm gonna like not feel bad. McAvoy slips and falls. Eklund in front, and Misa scores. McAvoy slipped, trying to get back, and the Sharks lead 1-0. It's Michael Misa. Didn't look like Eklund was close to McAvoy there. I don't think there was enough contact for... I don't think Eklund tripped McAvoy there. I'd have to get a closer look. From what I saw, I don't think there was, but we'll see. So the Sharks have the 1-0 lead as the Sharks get the opening goal. Flipped out of the zone. Goodrow couldn't play it. Peak chops it ahead. Here comes Kastelik. Bruins have numbers. Kastelik looking in front for Jeannot. And the pass got broken up. Corrali trying to take it free from the corner. Zadorov trying to keep this one in. Can't. And now here's Goodrow. Goodrow will get it in the zone. Puck sent up the ice. It's going to roll in on Nedeljkovic, so he has to make a play on it. Here is Wenberg. Zacha took it away. Trying to force it ahead to Arvidsson. Could not. Would have been a hand pass anyway. Puck deflects in off a stick. Aspero trying to get it to Middlestat. Could not get it to him. What's up, Josiah? Puck comes in front, and the Bruins get this one away. Here come the Bruins, Middlestat. He'll get it around Orlov. He'll get it in deep to try to dig this puck free. Huge check from Klingberg. And they're going to call it. They're going to call Klingberg for it. He decked Middlestat. It's going to be a hold on Middlestat, on Klingberg. The Sharks will go to the power play. The Bruins will go to the power play, excuse me, when they come back from the break. Oh yeah, let me pull up the picture. All right, warning. This might be a little awkward for some people, okay? Ah! Chucky, my guy, please protect yourself. Man. Like, what are we doing here? Oh. I have no idea. That's the wrong one. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if that's a holding penalty or more of a boarding penalty, but okay. Bruins to the power play for the first time. They win the face-off. It's Lindholm who won it. McAvoy. The Bruins power play has been dreadful since the Olympic break. Here is Pasternak trying to get it to Zacha. Here is Morgan Geekie at the blue line. McAvoy to Pasternak. In front, tipped by Lindholm, fought off by Nedeljkovic. Morgan Geekie. Trying to play it in front. The Sharks have an odd man rush the other way of a 2-on-2. Now, as it's dumped back into the zone. McAvoy drops it for Elias Lindholm. Here is Pavel Zacha. Across the blue line, gets poke checked. Bruins get it back. It's Pasternak. A Sharks defender doesn't have a stick. McAvoy on the center point. Geekie right side. Geekie looks in front. Shot save. Rebound cleared away. Swayman sends it ahead. Geekie. Sharks got caught in the change. Here is Geekie. Lohrei can't play it. Held in by Lohrei. As Sherwood tried to clear. Minson in the middle. Can't get there. Lohrei to Minson. Walks in front. Save Nedeljkovic on Minson. Pasternak out to Middlestat. Pasternak again. In the Middlestat in the corner. Banks it. Lohrei's not there, Middlestat. Lohrei's not there. Minson back to Lohrei. Second unit officially out there. Lohrei turns it over. Colin Graff, he got tied up by 3 defenders. Lohrei, Middlestat deflects it to Arvidsson. Across to Minton, across the blue line. Minton lost the puck there. Played around, Alex Steeves pushed around. Lohrei at the point. Looking to the net here. Lohrei fires, saved by Nedeljkovic. Power play's over. Bruins had a few shots in that power play. Puck played to the middle, broken up. That wasn't a terrible power play from the Bruins. Just want to see if they can score. Lohrei dumps in. The Bruins had 4 shots on that power play. It was actually a pretty decent power play. They just couldn't score. McAvoy to Corrali. McAvoy to Hampus. Lindholm puck deflects that. Here's Corrali just ahead of the rush. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! What are they blowing the icing for? Premature icing. That hit the goalie. Don't blow the play dead until the puck is across the red line. That's not a icing. In fact, it should be an offensive zone faceoff. It'll count as a shot on goal. The faceoff's at center ice. Thank God at least they fixed that. These refs are atrocious. McAvoy, that puck took a weird bounce in front. Nedeljkovic has to hang on. What was that? They go to commercial. What was that? How did they blow that dead? That puck wasn't even close to the red line yet when they blew them dead. When they blew the play dead. I don't know what they're doing. Referees tonight. Oh, Frederick Lecure, Stephen Hiff, and the linesmen are Tommy Hughes and Dan Kelly. Yeah, right. Total garbage. Creffing tonight. Yeah, no, Mark, it has not been good. It has not been good. Blowing icing when the puck doesn't reach the red line. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, Steve Spott, how about you fix the power play? It's been awful since the Olympics. Maybe putting Geeky back in the one-timer spot and Pasternak back on the right side. I don't know. Elias Lindholm wins the face-off. Peak for Zadorov. Banks it ahead, but there's nobody there. Wenberg throws it up the ice. Sherwood for Muka Madulin, who scored against this Bruins team back the last time the Bruins played the Sharks in San Jose. That shot went wide of the net. Gaudette tied up in the corner. Ferraro for Muka Madulin shoots. Blocked by Husnadinov, who plays it around the net to Peak. 1-0 Carolina, thank you. Peak to Lohrei. Lohrei dumps in, took a weird bounce again. It hit off the inside of the Sharks bench, that's why. Tie up in the neutral zone. Here comes Celebrini across the line. Celebrini in front, broken up. Middlestat looking to send it ahead. It gets tied up in the neutral zone. Zacha to Lohrei. Puck comes to Arvidsson. Back to Lohrei. Trying to chip it to Zacha, and it got broken up. And now here come the Sharks. It's Will Smith, who lost it to Hampus Lindholm. Arvidsson shots it to the middle, but there's nobody there for the Bruins to play it. So it's Orlov. For Graf, he'll get it in the zone for San Jose. Swayman plays it around. Swayman knocked down by Celebrini behind the play. That's a goalie interference. That's a goalie interference on Celebrini, but we play on here. McAvoy, Arvidsson drops it. Aspero's drive saved there by Nedeljkovic. Sharks ice the puck. Man, the refs do not want to call anything tonight, do they? I mean, that's not even incidental contact. He intentionally went out of his way to hit him. I mean, come on. Tied up here. Bruins keep it in. McAvoy to the net. That goes wide. Puck chipped in by Steves, trying to get it back in deep, could not. I mean, granted, I don't really want to see the Bruins power play right now because the Bruins power play has been awful, so I don't want to see it. McAvoy will chip it in the zone. That's going to be a puck was played with a high stick, so play stops. Ducks and Leafs tied at 1. Geeky wins the draw. Peak shot over the net. Dickinson trying to get this one out. He gets it out to center. Here come the Sharks across the line. Misa, who has the goal, shot wide. Steves gets this one ahead. This is going to be icing against the Bruins here. And it actually reached the red line, so it's going to be an icing. New rule, if a goalie gets hit, you give the goalie a chance at an open net penalty. Maybe in the All-Star game. Corrali wins the draw. Zadorov plays it ahead. Steves deflected to Geeky. Couldn't get it to him. Ferraro, nice check by Sean Corrali. Castlewick tied it there by Misa. Jeannot back to Zadorov. Plays it around to Peak. To Zadorov now. Jeannot across the line. Corrali fires. Glove save. There by Nedeljkovic. That was a nice entry by the Bruins there. Nice 200-foot play. I mean, Peak sending it to Zadorov, who chipped it to Jeannot. Make sure he kept possession. Found Corrali. Corrali was originally a Sharks pick. Elias Lindholm on the draw here. Wins it back. Lorai's shot over the net. Hampus Lindholm puts it into the corner. Bruins trying to dig this puck free. It's Dickinson plays it around. Bruins get it back in, but had to tag up or else they were going to be offside. Lorai sends it ahead to Pasternak, ahead for Husnudinov. Onside, Husnudinov gets tied up in the corner. There, and Pasternak wasn't there waiting for that pass like he should have been. Pasternak gets it to Husnudinov. Lindholm to Pasternak onside, couldn't get it through cleanly. Sharks get it back out. The Bruins will be able to make a quick change here. Here comes Fraser Minton, who couldn't get around the defender. Sent ahead. Here's Gaudette, who splits the defense. Gaudette got a stick lifted there by Aspero, who sends it ahead to Minton. Nedeljkovic plays it around Klingberg, tied up there by Steves. Geeky for Minton. Fire, save, rebound. Steves taken down in front. That should have been a penalty again. Sharks are getting help from the officials. Again. Another missed call in the slot. A shot saved by Swayman. The Bruins should have 5 power plays at this point. And Swayman's talking to the officials. The shots are 11-4. Geeky was apparently having a long chat with one of the refs during the break. Puck sent ahead in the neutral zone. I just tweeted out on Twitter, are the refs watching the same game we are? Middlestat tied up. Put in down low. Zaka wrapped up there by Ferraro. Puck deflects into the neutral zone. Sharks grab the puck. It's dumped into the zone. Middlestat off Zaka. Puck comes to peak. Zaka across the line. Arvidsson looking. Arvidsson tied up with Muka Madul, and he took the puck right off his stick. .435 to go. Misa. Eklund gets it in. Swayman plays it to Aspero. Here is Husnudinov. Drops it back for Elias Lindholm. Chips it to McAvoy. McAvoy enters the zone who had the game winner on Tuesday. McAvoy plays it around the net and deep. Elias Lindholm tied up there by Eklund. Puck sent ahead. Chipped into the middle. Sam Dickinson's got it. Leaves it for Eklund. Was that not offside? McAvoy plays it to Aspero. Gets it across the line. 2 Sharks go down, but they successfully got the puck off Pasternak's stick. Dickinson dumps in. To the middle! Saved by Swayman. I mean, Reeves was right in Swayman's face, so good on Kaslik for getting in there and saying, hey, get away from my goalie. Can't hear you. Turn up your volume. Puck took a weird bounce. Orlov a backhand, saved there by Swayman. Tanner Jeannot. He'll chip it in the zone. A drive from the blue line, save. Rebound still free. Kaslik saved by Nedeljkovic. Now Reeves and Kaslik mixing it up again. .308 to go first period. He pushed Klingberg over, too, after firing the shot there was Kastelik. Minton against Gaudette. Minton waved out. So it'll be Geeky against Gaudette now. And Geeky's on his weak side, so he didn't really put much of an effort. Gaudette wins the draw. But the Sharks ice the puck. How are we losing 1-0 with 13 shots on net? The referees and Alex Nedeljkovic have an explanation for you that I don't have. McAvoy puts it in deep. Geeky, Minton, Pasternak right now. Pasternak's in front. Shot misses high. Aspero behind the net. Trying to walk out in front. Pasternak tied up there with Muka Madulin. Geeky gets a bump there from Gaudette and loses possession. Minton grabs the puck. Geeky looking in the middle, and Wenberg took it away. Now Muka Madulin. Puck broken up. Here come the Bruins. Here's Geeky, who lost the puck at the blue line. Here is Minton. Bruins have to reset. Minton, puck deflects high in the air on the dump, and it came out to the neutral zone. Pasternak back to Peak. Pasternak. The Bruins can't enter the zone right now. Jesus Christ. Puck comes all the way back to the Bruins' end. Zadorov plays it around for Peak. Here is Colin Graff. Sharks having the offensive zone. Zadorov trying to chip this one along. Zacha broken up. Puck deflects into the zone. Celebrini took it right off Zacha's stick. Celebrini in front, knocked down by Zadorov. Sent ahead. Arvidsson grabs the puck. Zacha makes sure to stay on side. Arvidsson looks, has an opening, fires, saved by Nedeljkovic. Will Smith, blocked by Hampus Lindholm, kept in by Arvidsson. Arvidsson looking. Trying to drop it back to Lohrei, gets tied up, Arvidsson gets it back. Zacha, give and go! Arvidsson's blocked in front, puck still free, goes wide. Lindholm, out to the line. Lohrei, Middlestat, final minute of the first period. Middlestat shovels it into the corner. Lohrei's got it, through the legs to Elias Lindholm. Played around, Bruins making a change. Arvidsson at the end of a shift keeps it in. No. Former Bruin Ian Mitchell is being traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning. AHL trade deadline, you're allowed to make the trade. Elias Lindholm on this draw against Celebrini, or that's Misa, excuse me. Misa wins it. Puck deflects. Lindholm shot blocked. Husnadinov in the corner. Elias Lindholm on the near side wall. Trying to jam it into McAvoy, who's up on the play here. McAvoy digs it free down to 30 seconds. Where is everybody? Everybody is way away from the play. I don't know what happened there. Sharks try to get this puck out, and it's an offside against Boston. .1 to go in the first period. Corrali wins the draw. Puck deflects in. And the Sharks will move this one ahead. Ostapchuk for Reeves. He'll get it in. 7 seconds to go in the period. Reeves trying to walk it in front. Jeannot blocks it. And that's the siren. And that is the end of the first period. It was all Bruins in that period, but it was not on the score sheet. Sharks the 1-0 lead through 20 minutes. Whoa, hello. Gotta turn this off the screen. Yeah. Left-hand pitcher Danny Colomb has signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox per Ken Rosenthal. Yeah, I don't know. That officiating was not good in that first period. I thought the Bruins were pretty good. I thought they were pretty good in the first period. Just clean it up in your own zone. That's all you gotta do. Clean it up in your own zone. All you gotta do is clean up in your own zone. You'll be okay. Like, I don't think the Bruins played bad in that first period by any means. They didn't play great because they didn't score, but you know, officiating aside, I thought the Bruins were fine. Yes, the Red Sox. We need a higher seed versus lower seed. No more divisional crap. Oh, so, let me get the music going here before I make this point, because, yeah. So, here's what we're cheering for. Would you guys like James Hagens on this team, like, soon? Like, next week? You want him here soon? I think I have a reason. I think I have a thing we can do. Okay? Tomorrow night, Maine is playing BC in the Hockey East quarterfinals. If you want Hagens on the Bruins, cheer for Maine. All I gotta say about that. Cheer for Maine. Do well in the college playoffs. Fair. Jet said, I hate to break your heart. The Bruins aren't getting McDavid anytime soon. How'd you like the Bruins staying out for Kopitar? I liked it. Excuse me. Oh yeah, the Bruins traded Massimo Rizzo and Dalton Bancroft to the Nashville Predators today for, what was his name? Navrin Mutter? Was that his name? Yeah, it's an AHL trade. Doesn't count towards the NHL trade deadline since that was last week, not this week. AHL trade deadline's tomorrow. The backup tonight for the Sharks is not Yaroslav Askarov. It is UNH goaltender Kyle Chavette, signed a one-game tryout. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Get rid of Pasta for a superstar? Pasternak is a superstar. He ain't a real superstar, but Pasternak is a real superstar. My brain hurts. Pasternak's one of the best players in the world. At least top 10 in the NHL. Exotic, I give you permission, if you'd like. The trade for Providence is for James Hagen. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. You can only have so many contracts signed to your organization. Here, I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna go refill my cup of water. Be back. Bruins down 1-0. Second period coming up. To answer your question, Hagens would join the NHL roster. I don't think he would want to go to Providence. Although after Boston's season ends, if Providence is still in it, they could send him to Providence to go play for the Bruins down there to go help them on a run. He could go down there. Fraser Minton could as well too. Making an NBC season tomorrow night. I love the Bruins prospects at BC so badly. I do. I want them all to succeed. But at the same time, I'm kind of cheering for Maine. And I was saying this the other day. I was saying this on Sunday. Does this make me a bad guy? Because I kind of want Hagens here. You know what I mean? Like, I do. I want Hagens here. Maine, so I'm obviously rooting for him. Well, yeah, that's different. But for my case, is it kind of weird that I'm cheering for Maine so that the Bruins can get Hagens here and Gasso can go to Providence? Am I? I kind of want Hagens here, like now. So go Maine. There you go. Exotic's day has been made. I just made his year by saying go Maine. Give me Hagens. Because I don't think BC made the national tournament, did they? A little too much. It's become another Connor Bedard situation. That's a good thing. Bedard's amazing. That's a good thing. Second period brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. 1-0 Sharks. As we're going to get the second period underway in a minute. Too overhyped at IMO. Well, yeah, but he's also, like, really good, so he kind of earned it. You know? Hope he becomes a Celebrini. How about he just becomes James Hagens? How about he's just 1 of 1? How's that sound? What number does Hagens wear? He'll probably wear 10. Because 10's not retired and 10's not taken. 10. Primer, I agree. Yeah. 1 goal in the second. We'll see, hopefully. For the Bruins' sake, at least. Anders Bjork's old number. Who the last one to wear 10? Let me look it up. Bruins jersey numbers. The last guy to wear 10 was... Oh, well, wait a minute. Riley Tufte's jersey number is 10. Hagens will take Tufte's number. Tufte will be more than happy to give his number to Hagens. You kidding me? Sorry, Tufte. It's not your fault you have 25 goals in the AHL. I'm sorry, buddy. You're having a great year. Change your number. You're having a great season in the AHL. You had a good season. He had a good time when he was up here for a little bit, too. Change your number. Joe Thornton. Has any Bruin ever wore 87? I can tell you right now. No. Hagens' number at the draft was 25. Well, that was everybody's number was 25 because it was the 2025 draft, so. All right. Second period about to get started. Nedeljkovic has to play it around. Pasternak knocked it down. Husnudinov gets it back. Gets it to Pasternak, who's in deep. Plays it around the net. Zadorov on the near side wall. Plays it back in behind the net. Andrew Peak into Pasternak down low. Pasternak looking to make some magic happen. Out to Zadorov at the left point. Fires a slap shot. And a save by Nedeljkovic on a drive from Zadorov. The great Joe Thornton. He was great, man. He was pretty good. He was pretty good for the Bruins, but he was really good for the Sharks. Joe Thornton was the man. I like Joe Thornton. Face-off tied up and won by the Sharks in their own zone. Mukamadulin gets it in around Elias Lindholm in deep. Here is McAvoy. Plays it around the boards. Wenberg holds it in for the Sharks, trying to get it back in deep. McAvoy and Elias Lindholm tied up there with Wenberg. Puck got through both, and it comes to Kiefer Sherwood behind the net. Elias Lindholm breaks up a back pass. Pasternak chips it ahead. He has Morgan Geekie to his left. Pasternak knocked off the puck by Sherwood. Morgan Geekie recovers for him. Geekie getting pressured, leaves it for Zacha. Zacha through Pasternak, gets the puck back. Pasternak looking, has a man back door. Too much passing. Geekie, just shoot the puck, man, please. Gaudette trying to beat Aspero. Aspero beats him. Will Smith. Orloff. Klingberg. Celebrini. Near corner, now along the half wall, now at the blue line. Celebrini gonna walk the line. Looking to center in front, McAvoy denies him. Two former BU products. Graf in front, goes behind Celebrini. Will Smith looking in front. Trying to find Celebrini, blocked by Zacha. Klingberg for Celebrini again. It's the longest time of possession the Sharks have had all game so far in the offensive zone. Puck banked ahead. Swayman has to make a save on it, and he'll hang on. Joe Thornton trade may have been the worst decision in franchise history. Nah. No. Yeah, exactly. Any trade that leads to a cup isn't considered a bad trade. It's really not. It really wasn't a bad trade at the time. You get Chara, right? You get Chara, which was... That very summer, you get Chara. And look at how good that turned out to be, right? Hey, Mom. You get a competitive team again. Yeah, the Sagan trade. That's a much better comparison there, in my opinion. Yeah. Zacha against Misa on the draw. to the right of Swayman. Tie up here. Sharks win it. Drive from the blue line. Save Swayman. Rebound cleared away. Puck played by Nedeljkovic, so it's not icing as Arvidsson was going to get there first. Toffoli plays it across for Misa for Eklund. Poke check by Hampus Lindholm. Alex Steeves up the boards, out of the zone. Steeves trying to play it to the middle and got broken up. Here is Hampus Lindholm. Will carry it up the ice here. Chips it over to Steeves. Left circle. Plays it across for Hustadinov. Trying to throw it back in front for Steeves. It got broken up. Ryan Reeves held in there by Lohrei. Played across. Nobody there. Dickinson gets it out of the zone. Barclay Goodrow chips it ahead for Misa at the end of a shift for him. Reeves blocked by Hustadinov. Sharks have way too many guys out there. Hustadinov for Minton. Minton working with it. Minton walking out in front. Throws it to the net. Blocked in the slot. And the Sharks will get it out of the zone. The Sharks didn't touch the puck. So granted, wouldn't have been too many men. If they had touched the puck there, then it would have been too many men. Peak. Bad turnover behind his own net. But Zadorov got there to help him out. Sherwood recovering for the Sharks. Put in deep. Now here is Ostapchuk. Tied up there by Peak. At the blue line. Shot wide. Sherwood shot saved by Swayman. Yeah, the Sharks are the faster team. But the Bruins have been the better team, oddly enough. Gaudette waved out of the draw here. Against Corrali, it'll be Sherwood on this draw. Tie up here. Corrali wins it. Aspero lifts it up the boards. Goes through everybody. Ferraro takes it away from Jeannot. Sends it ahead. Blocked by McAvoy. He got it back in the zone, but it was ahead of Tanner Jeannot. Mukamadulin for Ferraro for Sherwood in the neutral zone. Banked ahead. McAvoy ties it up. Takes it away. Sends it to Jeannot. He'll get it in the zone. Jeannot trying to take it free from Mukamadulin. Plays it around the net. Corrali gives the bump there. Puck sent ahead. It got blocked in the neutral zone. Aspero blocked it. Jeannot trying to get it back to Corrali. Couldn't get it to him. Puck deflects off Gaudette and in. Swayman plays it past Aspero. Sharks get on it. Celebrini. Tired fourth liners out there. Jeannot chips it out of the zone here. Bruins can't make a change. Klingberg in front. The Bruins get it away at Jeannot. Just plays it ahead so the Bruins can get a partial change. Here, the Bruins got caught in the change. Celebrini denied by Swayman. Bruins definitely got caught in a huge change. Or the Bruins got caught in a huge change, and the Sharks made a good play. Swayman denies the 24 first overall pick in the 2024 draft. Middlestat for Zaka for Arvidsson in the neutral zone. Middlestat played in behind the net as went just ahead of Zaka's stick. Middlestat to try to keep this one alive. Peak gets his stick held up. Sharks get this puck out of the zone, but Zadorov's there. I said hi, hi, Mom. Here is Arvidsson. I said it already. Arvidsson tied up. I already said it, but hi. Here is Klingberg. This puck's lifted down, and it's an icing here against the Sharks here. Face-off won by San Jose. Celebrini beat Elias Lindholm on the face-off. Geeky now with Lindholm and Pasternak. I think they made that switch. Good thing. Pasternak in front. Still tied up. Lindholm for Geeky. Couldn't play it. Lori spins off of defender. Back out to Pasternak at the right point, covering for Lori. Pasternak makes a shake and bake. Lori fires. Save. Rebound still free. Sharks get it away. Hampus Lindholm back in his zone end as the Bruins will try to move this up the ice. It gets broken up in the neutral zone there by Misa. Desharnais trying to get it ahead to Eklund. Eklund has to regroup. No icing here against the Shark for some reason. Deflects, and now here is Dickinson. Throws it in cross corner wide. Elias Lindholm can't get it out. It goes through Pasternak to Foley for Desharnais. Shoots. Save. Rebound. Swayman covering his line well. Bruins again getting trapped in their own zone here. Mason Lohrei sends it up the boards. Held in again and by the Sharks. To Foley in the middle. Shot wide on a try from Eklund. Lohrei finally gets the puck out. Geeky falls over. Here is Eklund. In front, cross ice, nobody there. Bruins can't go for a change. Pass blocked by Lindholm. Bruins have a 3-on-1. Pasternak with Husnudinov. Back to Pasternak. Fires! Saved by Nedeljkovic. Oh, man. Minute 41 on that shift for Pasternak. Nothing there. Still 1-0. Beecher has 2 goals for the Flames tonight against the Devils. What the hell? One is shorthanded. Even worse. Nice scally cap, Sofia Yerkstovich. It's a very nice scally cap. Were they giving those away tonight? Kastelic waved out of the draw, and he is upset about it. It'll be Wenberg against Corrali. And now Wenberg's waved out, so it'll be Corrali against Gaudette. Sofia Yerkstovich. She's the Nesson she's a Nesson reporter. Bruins win the face-off. McAvoy at the right point to the net, wide. Aspero, Jeannot gets beat by Adam Gaudette. Gaudette walks in, centers in front. What a stop by Swayman. Kastelic plays it along. Gaudette couldn't get it further. The Bruins have an on-man rush. Here comes Kastelik around the bend. 3-on-2. Kastelik shoots. Saved there by Nedeljkovic. It was Kastelik's birthday yesterday. Corrali holds it in. Shot deflects wide. Mukhamadullin sends it ahead. Corrali just couldn't hold it in inside the blue line. Puck just came out. Puck deflects in. Now it's Lohrei. Deflected ahead. Steves plays it. Steves for Fraser Minton. Pokes it in down low. Husnudinov. Trying to play it back around. Held in by Lohrei at the right point. Lohrei walking the line. Lohrei. Lindholm shoots. Save. Hampus Lindholm was backdoor. Puck sent ahead. Reeves broken up there by Hampus Lindholm. Finds Fraser Minton with a lot of space. Minton saved Nedeljkovic. Man, this guy can F off. Jeez. Score a goal. Let us have one, please. The Bruins having some great chances here. Zadorov back to Minton across the line. Minton looking in front. Middlestat blocked in front of the pass across. Now Andrew Peak. Bruins will reload. They'll dump it in as they're in the middle of a change. Dickinson deflects it ahead. Smith for Celebrini. Let's go Bruins. The chant from the crowd. Puck comes in front. Swayman gloves that one down. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. It's got a huge like spike. The offense is there. They just need to score. They have 20 shots. You know what I mean? Like, the offense is absolutely there. They have 20 shots on goal. They just got to put it home. Puck comes out in front. Swayman has to make a save there. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Lava. If the Bruins get one, the floodgates will open up. I agree. Zaka against Will Smith as Celebrini was waved out. Zaka wins the faceoff. And Middlestat ices the puck. Donations are open if you'd like. Hit the like button. Hit the pinned comment in the live chat or the first link in the description. It's the same link. Or hit that super chat icon, that dollar bill icon in the live chat would be much appreciated. And it'll pop up on screen and it'll read your message. Here is Will Smith. Shot there by Celebrini. Stopped. Puck comes to Middlestat. Flips it up the boards. In on Nedeljkovic. Got it aside. Now Will Smith. For Celebrini across the line. Smith shoots. Save. Rebound. McAvoy gets it away. Here come the Bruins. Here's Middlestat. The end of a shift for the second line. Chops it into McAvoy. He'll almost got tripped. No call. We're going to play on. McAvoy's a little tired getting back. He poke checks Celebrini. Bruins took it away. It's Pasternak. He'll have some real estate ahead of him. Doesn't have a lot now. Pasternak keeps possession here. To the front. Deflection. Stopped by Nedeljkovic again on Pasternak's try. Lindholm knocked down Eklund. Here is Aspero. Gets it from Pasternak. Aspero over to Hampus Lindholm. Up ahead for Pasternak. Tied up there by Toffoli. Puck deflects back to Pasternak. Elias Lindholm on the entry. Fires. Blocked. Misa plays it up and out of the zone. Hampus Lindholm plays it ahead through Sean Corrali. And now here's Desharnais. Here is Misa. Janot with a nice check on him. Mason Lohrei digs it free. Lohrei gets free from a defender, plays it to the middle. Kastelik cannot play that puck. Janot into Foley, a huge collision at center. The Bruins have a rush here. Here's Hampus Lindholm for Sean Corrali. Shot, saved Nedeljkovic again. Rebound trouble here. Bruins keep it in. It's Kastelik. Zadorov on the right point. Couldn't get it back to Kastelik or any Bruin, actually. Sharks dump it back in. Here is Lohrei. Walks out in front, gets it to Zadorov. Deflected off a stick, no icing here. Nedeljkovic plays it around. Fraser Minton knocks it down. Puck sent ahead. Is it going to be icing? No. Guess not. Peek for Husnudinov. Flipped it out of the zone. Fraser Minton. Minton knocked into. Muka Madulin gets it in. These refs are awful tonight. I don't know what they're looking at. Here is Steves. Up and out of the zone. Steve gets it back. Here they come again. Zadorov gets it in deep. Orlov, trouble with it. Plays it around to Klingberg. Goes through him. Now here's Ostapchuk. McAvoy knocked into by Reeves. Aspero playing it around. Puck goes past Husnudinov and in. Oh, Matthews decided to score his first goal since before the Olympics. Shot wide. Husnudinov goes down trying to play the puck. Aspero knocked into by Reeves. McAvoy trying to dig this free. Lost it. Goodrow turns and shoots. Saved by Swayman. Here is McAvoy. Will Smith pressuring him. Gets it away to Aspero. Flips it high and out of the zone. Morgan Geekie trying to play it to the middle. Block there. Desharnais. Around for Dickinson. Elias Lindholm on it. Now here's Celebrini. Deflects past everyone. We have an icing here against Boston, but we're going to get a penalty on Lohrei for high sticking. He caught Will Smith up high. Of course they call that, yet they don't call the holding, the interference, and these icings. Sharks to the power play for the first time after the break. Not badly ref so far. They're letting them play. Oh, no, it's been awful. One of the worst officiating officials of the season. Best officials in sports, my ass. If the NHL is the best officiating in sports, I'm Batman and I won the lottery. Okay? No. Neither of those things happened. Now, Lohrei did take that was a high stick on Lohrei. It was. But comparing to what we haven't seen called tonight, man. Bruins fans are clamoring for Elias Lindholm to be benched the rest of the season. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He wins a lot of faceoffs. Wenberg against Kastlik on the draw. Wenberg wins the faceoff. Smith out to Orlov. Sharks to the power play for the first time. Their power play's been kind of middle of the pack. Bruins penalty kill since the Olympic break has been second best, apparently. So we'll see what happens here. Puck goes across the goal mouth wide. Here's Celebrini. Puck comes in front. Swayman and Foley. What a stop that was. Shot blocked by Corrali. Celebrini. They score. Goes off of Tyler to Foley and in. It's a power play goal. And it's 2-0 San Jose. I mean, the Bruins got to score here eventually, right? Like, it can't always be on officiating and whatever. They have to start putting the puck in the back of the net. Nedeljkovic, I will continue to say, is not a good goalie. He's more shakier than Korpisalo out there. His rebound control is awful. Okay? I don't know. He is more shakier than Korpisalo. They have to put this puck in the back of the net eventually here. Come on. It's got to bounce back to the Bruins here. You gotta go back to your guys. You got to put the puck in the back of the net here eventually. It's going to be Tyler Toffoli. It's got to fall back on your players eventually, right? Like, the cop-out can't always be officiating. You have to start getting stuff done, you know, you're on your own. Goodrow is standing on the puck. That's delay of game. Please. Pastrnak takes it from Nedeljkovic. He shoots, save. Pastrnak gets it back. Here's Morgan Geekie. Zadorov. Andrew Peak on the right point. Zadorov on the center point. Walks the line. Spins back against Goodrow. Leaves it for Elias Lindholm out top. Has to watch it against Dickinson. Zadorov to Pastrnak. Bruins are rotating here. Zadorov to the in front, blocked. Zadorov, puck just comes out. Zadorov's got to play that puck. Morgan Geekie, quick re-entry here. Elias Lindholm's through. Lindholm, stick lifted. Pastrnak couldn't get the shot away. That was best officials in the world, by the way. Here is Dickinson. Sends it ahead. Dumps it in deep. Make that 7. They kick the extra point on missed calls against the Sharks that were blatant. Here is Zacha for Arvidsson. Back to Zacha. Middlestat. Arvidsson. Hampus Lindholm. Can't play it. Puck's bouncing around. Flopping around like a fish out there. Middlestat against Ferraro. Out to Lohrei. Fires. Blocked. Get your shots through. Lohrei shoots. Zacha's the only man there. How did that stay out? Arvidsson. Hampus Lindholm shoots and a save by Nedeljkovic. This guy's not good. You have to beat this guy. Nedeljkovic is not good. I will stand on that hill. Maybe alone. He is not good. Beat this guy. He is AHL level. He is shaky. That is my hot take. Nedeljkovic is not good. Not tonight. He is not. Oh, yes, he is. His rebound control is awful. Awful tonight. Awful. He's shakier than Corpy. Is there Alec? Neither. Apparently Austin Matthews just got hurt. Knee on knee? Let's see. Oh, that's not good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a dirty hit by Gudis. Dirty hit. I know it's a lie. I know it's Matthews and I'm not supposed to like him, but I'm on the Leafs side on that. That is not a good look. Gudis got ejected for it. And good thing, it's a dirty play. They tie up the Sharks winning off the face-off. It was Gaudette winning against Minton. Bruins want to jam this ahead. Steves grabs the puck, lost it to Wenberg. Wenberg lost it there. The dirty hit. Yeah, it is. Absolutely a dirty hit. Leafs get it, the Sharks get it back in. Yeah, Gudis did take out Matthews. Yep, for sure. Here comes Jonathan Aspero. Across the line, Aspero shoots, and a save by Nedeljkovic once again. Bruins fans say bear down? No. We don't. No. How's not fine knowing players' safety? He should get suspended for at least 3 games for that, is my guess. At least 3 games. Zacha will take the draw against Celebrini. Celebrini wins the draw. Played up the glass. Sharks will get into the neutral zone. Zacha slipped. Here's Celebrini. Zadorov, the only man back. In front. Broken up there. Zacha got back just in time and lifted the stick of Will Smith. Here is Zadorov. Off Zacha to the net. Zacha going to race for it. Cleared away by the Sharks there. Here is Dickinson. Plays it around. Zacha. Where is Casey Middlestat, man? Where's Elias Lindholm? Where are these guys? You know, where's their offensive push? Geeky and Pasternak might not have it every night. Or Victor Arvidsson. You need other guys. Here comes Arvidsson. For Middlestat. In front. And he's trying to connect with Zacha. And it was behind him by a mile, man. Celebrini gets it in. Here is Hampus Lindholm. For Pasternak across the blue line. Here is Elias Lindholm shot, knocked down in traffic. Here is Goodrow ahead. Here come the Sharks. They have an on-man rush. Here's Ostapchuk. Geeky keeps him to the outside. Throws it to Pasternak. Mason Lohrei has to recover because Lindholm overskated it. Hampus Lindholm for Elias Lindholm. And Lindholm couldn't play the puck cleanly. Bruins keep it in. It's Geeky. Pasternak out in front. Stopped. McAvoy takes the bump to keep it alive. It's Geeky. Trying to keep this puck alive here in the offensive zone. He's along the nearest side wall. Puck just comes out. Aspero to McAvoy. Lost it. Sharks. Oh, the Bruins got away with one there. They got away with a turnover. Jesus. Pasternak across the line. McAvoy left circle. To the front. Blocked. Under a minute to go in the second period. Bruins need one here. McAvoy. Minton tied up there by Misa. We have a puck was played with a high stick. Kaslik waved out. Fraser Minton on this draw. Bruins win it in the neutral zone. Zadorov dumps it in. Plays it around, and now it's tied up there. It's Jeannot for Minton. Andrew Peak on the right point to the net. Knocked down. I think Nedeljkovic might have got a piece of it. Sharks get this puck back. Sherwood gets it in. Peak down to 8 seconds. Jeannot trying to send it ahead for a possible odd man rush. They could not. And that is going to do it for the second period. The Bruins had their work cut out for them. Officiating aside or not, they got to start playing for themselves here. They're down 2-0 at home. The Bruins have not won a game this year on home ice when down by 2. They have struggled at home when losing, so... They need to at least get a point here in the third period. They need to at least get a point. At least get a point. Primer, if you want to go ahead and take care of it, you can take care of it. I know you're getting angry, so go ahead and take care of it. If it's bothering you, it doesn't really bother me too much. Go ahead. You know what I'm talking about, too. Jackets are beating the Panthers 1-0 through 40 minutes. We don't refs calls. Would be nice if we got a few calls from the officials. I mean, geez, I'm not gonna sit here and say the refs have been great tonight. They have not been, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta overpower that. Sometimes you just gotta help yourself out a little bit. You know, they're not gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. Know what I mean? Tonight trivia question. 3 retired Bruins, all still living, were born in 1948. All of them are Hall of Fame defensemen. Bobby Orr? He's got to be one of them, right? Was Borkin 48? I forget. I don't think he was, but... Yeah, no, he couldn't have been. He would have been playing into his 50s in 2001. Not a single person went after Gudis? Well, that's the least for you. Someone should be obvious. Park? Is he 48? I forget. Now for the tough one. No, it's not Chara. Oh my god. Chara will retire at age 72. I'm not sure of the other one, Lava. I have no idea. Not sure. I played 45 games for Boston, 83, 84. I probably wouldn't know who that is. I'm gonna be honest. So it's Orr and Park. Who's the other one? I have no idea. Oh, I would have never gotten that. I would have never gotten that. Oren Park was a good, but I would have never gotten the point. Score server expired. Oh, I was gonna fix that too. Let me see how I can fix that. Edit invite link. Expire after never. Yes. We fixed that one. Yes. If you want to join my Discord, I never check it. I always forget to check my Discord. But if you want to check my Discord, there it is. It's in the chat for you. Let's go through the stats of the first 40 minutes, and they're pretty lopsided for the Bruins. Shots are 27-18 Boston. They've won 65% of faceoffs. 2 penalty minutes aside. 21 hits to 11 in favor of the Sharks. The Sharks have blocked 9 shots. Bruins have blocked 5. 13 giveaways for the Sharks, 12 for the Bruins. 5 takeaways for the Bruins, 4 for the Sharks. The Bruins are losing 2-0, but in most of the categories, the Bruins are dominating. I'd love to see the high danger chances. I think that number might be a little closer. One nothing Philly. Thank you. Emil Andre scored a goal? Oh my god. What timeline are we living in? More hits and fights. No, Tiffany, we need more goals. That's what we need. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of it. Goal played out, show high danger shots. Oh, it's just on the NHL website. The website, not the app. A lot of stuff happened around the league. Capitals and Sabres tied at 1 going into the third period. Ducks and Leafs tied at 3 going into the third period. Lightning with the Red Wings. Lightning leading 1-0 going into the third period. Blue Jackets and Panthers tied at 1 in the third period. The Panthers just scored. Sam Bennett tying it up. Flames with a 4-2 lead on the Devils going into the third period. Blues and Hurricanes tied at 1 going into the third period. Stars with a 3-0 lead on the Oilers going into the second period. Flyers, they 1-0 lead on the Wild going into the second period. Rangers and Jets. Rangers leading 1-0 going into the second period. Blackhawks and Mammoth at 9. Nashville and Vancouver at 10. Pittsburgh and Vegas at 10. Avalanche and Kraken at 10. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about this? The NHL has modified the penalty against the Ottawa Senators for the invalidated Evgeny Dodonov trade. The Sens will now pick 32nd in the upcoming draft, regardless of where they finish, rather than forfeiting their 26th first-round pick entirely from their trade debacle in 2022. Also, so you see Nathan McKinnon? Nathan McKinnon was ejected for goalie interference a few nights ago. Well, the major was rescinded, so he won't be subdued to suspension. Austin Matthews done for the night in Toronto. Left knee injury. Will not return. Pasta had him in the third period. I just want to win. I don't give a damn who scores. It's more than a couple weeks they'll shut them down for the year. Yeah, they're trying to get that first round pick back because they realize how stupid it was. It's top 5 protected. So as weird as it sounds, you kind of want the Leafs to start winning a little bit here. To make sure they don't have a top 5 pick. Although the draft lottery can screw that up for you, but still. And the Leafs just took the lead. William Shitlander. Third period of Bruins coverage is brought to you by Black and Gold Productions. Episode 418 of the podcast is live this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. Chances are the Bruins don't make the playoffs. It's like 60-40 they make it. Yeah, it depends. It depends. I think it's 60-40. I'm thinking it's depending on how Hagens does when he gets here eventually, right? Bruins going from left to right in the home black jerseys. Sharks are in the road whites, going from right to left. The Bruins have some work to do. They are down 2 in the third period. For one of the few times they're down by multiple goals going into the third period on home ice. Doesn't really happen that often. Desharnais plays it around. Puck took a weird bounce when it comes to Gaudette. Here is Wenberg. Pasternak takes it away. Here is Geeky. Spins back. Bruins making changes. Now here's Peak. Back to McAvoy. Plays it ahead to Middlestat. Middlestat left circle. Shot. Kick save to Nedeljkovic. Now here is Will Smith. Celebrini in front. Cleared away. Here comes Middlestat ahead for Arvidsson. Arvidsson. Bruins are offside. They have to tag up. Celebrini grabs the puck. Throws it up to the neutral zone. McAvoy tried to drop it for Arvidsson. McGrath grabbed it. Celebrini shot save. Rebound! Goes wide. Wow, I'm not sure how that didn't go. Here is Middlestat. Cross the blue line. Middlestat makes Celebrini think. Lohrei on the right point. Gets it around Eklund. Lohrei. Looking, drops it. Arvidsson on the right circle. Shot. Wide of the net. Puck deflects out. Toffoli for Eklund. Eklund. Hampus Lindholm closes him off. Puck's caught in Hustidinov's skates. Misa in there as well. Misa makes Hustadinov fall. Muka Madulin drives one. Swayman, I think, got a piece of it. And now here comes Alex Steeves. Steeves drops it for Minton. Back to Steeves. Saved by Nedeljkovic. Wasn't a great try from Steeves. Zadorov knocks down Ryan Reeves. With a huge hit in front of the penalty box. Shot wide of Swayman. Ostapchuk tied up there by Peak. Zadorov up the boards. Geeky to Lindholm. Here come the Bruins. Elias Lindholm for Pasternak. Spins back against Desharnais. Looking for options. Drops it for Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm. McAvoy. Shot blocked. Puck gonna zoom out of the zone. McAvoy turns it over. We have a penalty on the Sharks here. Wow! A penalty on San Jose. No way. Huge power play for this Bruins team right now. Scores. Well, that power play means absolutely nothing now. Colin Graff, shorthanded goal, game over, Sharks win. 3-0 with 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes into the third period. This game's over. I mean, why is McAvoy overcommitting to the puck again, man? Again. Game over. They're getting goalied by a bottom 10 goalie who's being benefited off a really decent team this year. Man, if only. Elias Lindholm drops it back for Zacha. Geeky will attack the blue line. Pasternak rips it over the net. He didn't miss by much. That was a headhunter. McAvoy for Elias Lindholm. Zacha back to Lindholm. On the right circle, Zacha. Pasternak shot blocked wide. Desharnais clears. How many shorthanded goals have the Bruins given up this year? Is it top 10 again? Lindholm to Zacha. Comes the man again, Colin Graff. Walks in, shoots. Where's that puck? It didn't miss by much. Here's Casey Middlestat. Back to Pasternak. Drops it for Lohrei. Arvidsson's shot is a mile into the upper deck. This team is so frustrating sometimes. Like, Pasternak stays out there a million times too long. You know, Middlestat walks in, saved Nedeljkovic. And he'll hang on. Throwing a game away when every team you need to lose that's playing tonight is currently losing. Minton wins it. 5th most in the league. 8th shorthanded goal given up this year. Steve's a shot. I don't think that hit Nedeljkovic. It might have. I can't tell. In front, Minton's denied. In front. Where's the scoring touch, dude? Come on. They don't miss from there ever. What happened? Lorai gets it across the blue line to Peak. Three on two. Celebrini blocked by Arvidsson. Third goal for the Sharks was scored by Colin Graff. Orlov shot, saves Swayman. Puck sitting in front, and nobody cleared it away. Peak, putting himself in a phone booth for the 100th time in the past week. Go move to London if you want to go be in a phone booth. Here's Peak for Middlestat. Gets knocked down along the wall. And they took a penalty. Orlov shot, deflection, knocked down. Free, it's cleared away. Oh, no penalty. Wow. That was a blatant cross-check from Middlestat. The Bruins got a partial change. Zadorov for Corrali. Through Jeannot. All the way down. Icing again. How does Minton miss from there? Brick, they don't need somebody to make a play. They need to score a goal. That's what they need to do, Brick. Not making a play. A play can be a pass up the ice. How about a goal? Good Lord, man. Cannot get out of their own way. The minute adversity strikes, this team just folds over, rolls over, and dies. There's no excuse in the book anymore. When you start losing games that you should absolutely 100% of the time win, you don't deserve to win at that point. You really have to wonder. Four of 28 power play chances they've scored on. 4 of 28. Do you realize how bad that is? 4 of 28 since the Olympic break. For reference, that's 14% of the time. 14% on the power play? That's bottom 5 in the league. Ah. And in that time, they've given up 2 shorthanded goals. One tonight and one the other night. Ah. Stop doing that. Get Elias Lindholm off the first unit. It's the first thing you're going to do on the power play if I'm fixing it, right? Hampus Lindholm drops it. Pasternak, right circle, in front, cleared away. Sharks have a 2-on-1 to make it 4-0. Here's Sherwood. Stopped by Swayman. Elias Lindholm can't get it. A simple pass to Morgan Geekie, who is 3 feet from you. Lindholm has been brutal since the Olympic break. Brutal. Arvidsson. Lost it in the neutral zone. The Bruins get it back. It's Middlestat across the blue line. Zacha. Zadorov to Arvidsson. Through Zacha. Man! Middlestat to Zadorov, and he'll try to move this puck up the ice. Here is Zadorov. Gets it in the corner, trying to throw it in front, got blocked. Zacha grabs it. Trying to battle there with Dickinson. Peak. Flex it in. Played past Arvidsson. A little bit of contact there with Nedeljkovic. Eklund. To the front. Snake. Oh, wow, what a goal. I have nothing to say about that. William Eklund. Holy crap. Wow. There is nothing I can say that's bad about that. That's an unbelievable play. That is an unbelievable play. High skill. I'm not going to complain about that. That's an unbelievable goal. What the hell was that? Holy shit. No, not goalie interference. I don't think so. No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that'll be a silly thing to challenge for, in my opinion. Not in that situation. Yeah, no. Fraser Minton just scored while falling over. Fraser Minton. It's 4-1. Yay! They should have scored like 20 minutes ago, assholes. 4-1. Minton, while getting hit by Desharnais, just scored because Nedeljkovic didn't see it coming. So Fraser Minton getting that goal back. Good row. Here is Ostapchuk poke checked. Mason Lohrei sending it ahead. Bank pass. Nedeljkovic had to play it. Puck deflects off Minton. Here is Ostapchuk looking to the net. Cleared away there by Aspero. What a hit by Aspero! Holy crap! Whoa! What the hell? Jesus. Jesus, Jonathan. My God. Here is Lohrei. Dug it free from a puck battle behind the net. Here is Husnudinov. Has to spin back. Husnudinov, Minton, Pasternak should be line 1. Geeky and Lindholm should be on line 3 with Steves. And then keep the second line together. That's Minton's first point in 10 games. Finally did something. Not blaming him because he's young, but still. Morgan Geeky across the line. Shoots. Saved by Nedeljkovic on Geeky's rip. Celebrini dumps in. Swayman plays this one to Lindholm, who reversed it to McAvoy. Morgan Geeky chops this one ahead. Steves leaves it for Elias Lindholm. Back to Alex Steves. Alex Steves gets it back, drops it for Geeky. He's now in the corner, in front. Steves in the slot. Shot, save Nedeljkovic, and it goes out of play. 5-3, Calgary, New Jersey. Okay, thank you. 5-3 Leafs. That's actually good for the Bruins, actually. We actually kind of need the Leafs to start winning a little bit here. Hit on Minton. Yeah, dirty hit. Like, I'm not one to, I'm not the first guy to see to defend the Leafs or anything. But like, you know, that's pretty freaking dirty, not gonna lie. Like, that's not a good play. It's not a good play. I hope he gets suspended for it. Because regardless of what you think of Matthews or whatever, he is one of the best players in the league. And when you see a guy like him get taken out like that on such a dirty play, there needs to be repercussions for it, right? So. Comeback time? No. When they make it 4-3 is when I'll be convinced. How about that? That was Minton's 15th goal of the season, by the way. Good. They officially made the switch. Husnudinov, Minton, Pasternak, Steves, Lindholm, Geeky. Good! It's what I've been saying, man. It's what I've been saying they needed to do for 2 weeks, and they don't listen to me. They still haven't listened to me. Now they listen to me when it doesn't matter, and they're down 4-0 in the third period, and they scored 20 seconds into the Minton Pasternak experience of the night. Damn it! And please, keep those lines. Please keep it. Because Steves, Lindholm, Geeky actually played okay when Pasternak was hurt for that little bit there. Just keep it. This puck goes out of play into the Bruins penalty box. Josiah, are you going to be here for postgame? It's okay either way, whether you are or you aren't. Arvidsson will take this draw as a right-handed face-off. It was with Jeannot and Corrali out there. It was Jeannot and Zaka with Arvidsson. I don't know where's Middlestat. Where's Middlestat? McAvoy at the far point. Trying to get around 2 defenders. He did. McAvoy. Arvidsson, right point, curls, fans the shot, gets it back and put it over the net. It got blocked. Jeannot to McAvoy. Hampus Lindholm, one-timer wide. McAvoy leaves it for Zaka. Hampus Lindholm again. Puck deflects wide. Some good pressure here from the Jeannot, Zaka, Arvidsson makeshift line here. McAvoy to Hampus Lindholm. Puck comes out. Here is Hampus Lindholm now. He'll dump it in. Looking for Pasternak, who's trying to go for the same play they did in Game 7 against the Leafs 2 years ago. but it got blocked by the Sharks defender. Here is Fraser Minton. Gets it across the blue line. Minton looking for a drop feed. Didn't have one. And now here comes Toffoli. Aspro's got to race back. Aspro tied him up. Knocked him down. Out in front. The Sharks are going to miss wide an open net. Husnudinov, I think, got a stick in there to block that 2-on-0. Husnudinov across the blue line. Minton tied up in the slot and lost the puck. Will Smith. Around the net with it for the Sharks. Celebrini stopped. Rebound cleared away. Celebrini wraparound. Stays out. Orlov on the left point. Celebrini through Orlov. Andrew Peake going to try to step up on this puck. Caught something from Celebrini, maybe. No, they have apparently not. Peake versus Zadorov. 7:20 to go. Bruins need a prayer. Zadorov across the blue line. Shot saved there by Nedeljkovic. Puck bounces out of the zone. McAvoy, Steves, backdoor, Lindholm. Here is McAvoy in front. Lindholm stopped in front. Zadorov, Alex Steves. Puck deflects off McAvoy wide. Ronnie, don't be nervous. They're probably going to lose. Big tie-up along the near side wall. Geeky trying to dig it free. Lindholm to Lindholm. Shot saved there by Nedeljkovic on a try from Hampus Lindholm. Yeah, I think Marchand's done for the year from what I understand. I read that today. Let's hope he's not, just for fan's sake. I'm still a fan of the guy. This puck goes up into the crowd, up and out of play with 6:13 to go. Or 6:12 to go. Missed something. Oh, no, he could be done for the year. Marchand's out for a few weeks. For the Panthers, that could be the end of the year. He got injured. I don't know what it was. I don't remember what the injury was. I heard he got injured. Here come the Bruins. They have an odd man rush. Here's Hampus Lindholm looking to the front. And the puck goes over the net, out of play. Commercial break. I missed that. I don't know. Maurice said he's gonna get second opinions, and Marchand's career's not over. The Panthers won't let him retire. You want to know why? The Panthers owe him for another 5 years. He's not over. He's not done yet. Panthers doctors will do whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't retire after this year. The Panthers owe him... They owe him like... Let me see what they owe him. Hold on a minute. Let me look at his contract. He is not done yet. They owe him $5.25 for the next 5 years after this year. I don't think he's done yet. Thank you for the $2.
Celebrini is a god.
Yeah, I'd agree. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Much appreciated. Bruins win the faceoff, but it comes out of the zone. If you like to be like Jet Set, who just sent a $2 super chat, make sure to hit the dollar bill icon on the live chat. Hit that dollar bill icon. Send it to super chats if you'd like. McAvoy trying to find Fraser Minton, couldn't get it to him. Minton, who has the only Bruins goal here tonight. Minton. McAvoy shot, saved by Nedeljkovic. Man, damn it. Donations are good for the soul when your team decides to crap the bed, so. Hate seeing them lose. Yeah, it's never fun. Puck lifted out of the zone. Toffoli trying to dipsy-do Hampus Lindholm, and Lindholm said, screw you. Not letting that happen. Here is Pasternak for McAvoy. In the neutral zone. Plays it into Pasternak's skates, chips it to Morgan Geekie. Back to Pasternak for Fraser Minton. Minton leaves it Hampus Lindholm. Played in wide, Pasternak grabs the puck off the carom. Puck played in front, nobody there. Hampus Lindholm at the point. McAvoy, Pasternak walks in, curls, shoots, blocked wide. And Nedeljkovic will be forced to smother the puck. Capitals a 2-1 lead on the Sabres. The Leafs are going to win. Probably. Got 5-3 with 6 minutes to go. They're winning right now. Columbus and Florida is in overtime. That is not good for the Bruins. Since the Bruins are only up 2 points on Columbus, they're only up 1 now. As funny as it sounds, we actually need the Leafs to win for the draft pick. We actually need the Bruins. We actually need the Leafs to start winning a few more games here. Zacha lost it to Sherwood. Why? Because the Bruins own their first round pick, and it's top 5 protected. So if the Leafs get a top 5 draft pick, we don't get their pick. Toronto does. Toronto gets their pick back, and the Bruins get 27. So we want their first round pick this year. So we want them to at least have the 6th or lower pick in the draft, 6 to 30 seconds, completely fine for the Bruins' sake. Means we take it. Zacha. Mason Lohrei. Middlestat. Lohrei shoots, blocked in traffic. We need the Leafs to win for the Bruins draft pick. 10-game winning streak. Well, no, we don't want that. But we want them to win a few games here and there to stay out of the bottom 5 in the league. Because the odds are better when they're in the bottom 5 for a bottom 5 pick, right? Peek in front, blocked it, puck's top high in the air. Zadorov's shot deflected out of play. I don't know where the puck was. Like 1 or 2 wins. Even 4 or 5 wins down the stretch. 4 or 5 wins the rest of the season should be pretty good. These are tanking, I think. Oh, yeah, they are. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, they are. Bruins win the faceoff. They have pulled the goalie. The Bruins need 3. Morgan Geekie. They have 5 forwards and McAvoy out there. Geekie, Lindholm, Zacha, Middlestat, Pasternak, McAvoy. Instead of Middlestat, I'd have Arvidsson out there. Here is Pasternak. Looks to the front. Geekie fires. Blocked in front. Zacha misses over the net. I think stopped by Nedeljkovic and the puck went out of play. And that game has gone final. The Capitals pull off a huge victory on the road, taking down the Sabres 2-1. That game is final in Buffalo. Tie up on the faceoff. Sharks win it, but the Bruins keep it in. It's Middlestat in past Lindholm down low. Morgan Geekie keeps this one in. Pasternak. McAvoy can't play it. Puck forced out of the zone, but the Sharks can't move it up the ice. Middlestat recovers. Pasternak lifts it cross corner. Zacha. Pasternak at the blue line. Spins back against Eklund. Pasternak knocked down a man. Lost the puck. Sharks will clear. This will be icing with 2:25 left. I don't know where you're seeing the Panthers won. I'm seeing this game's in a shootout right now. Oh, the Panthers did win. Wow. That's good for the Bruins. The Bruins will still hold their wild card spot after tonight. By a thread. Minton wins the draw. Lindholm. Lohrei shot blocked by Hustadinov. He accidentally blocked it. Lohrei keeps it in. Puts it in down low. Pasternak, the extra attacker, out there with Hustadinov. Hustadinov, Minton, Arvidsson. Hampus Lindholm to the net. Stop. Hustadinov had an opening back door and missed wide. Pasternak for Arvidsson. Out to Hampus Lindholm. Lohrei. Hampus Lindholm to the net. Save. Rebound. Puck still free in front. Sharks get this puck out of the zone. Lohrei for Hustadinov. Hampus Lindholm, 90 seconds to go in this disaster. Here's Hustadinov. Drops it for McAvoy. They get the top people back out there. McAvoy will dump this puck in the zone. Dickinson plays it around. His puck will come all the way out. Icing on the minute 13 to go. Oh. Hustadinov waved at the chance. I mean, he had a goal right there. If he got a stick on it, it's a goal. Why Bruins empty net? Because they pulled the goalie. Graf up the boards, down the ice. It'll miss wide. Another icing on the minute 6 to go. Why? Because they want to give themselves a chance. Tied up and won with the Sharks on the face-off. Cleared down the ice again. And it'll be icing with 58.8. The Bruins score on a rocket. It's David Pastrnak from the blue line. It's 4-2. Dad power strikes. Had a daughter this morning, scoring by night. It's 4-2. Well, well, well. Four to 2 with 40 seconds to go. Here come the Bruins again. Here's McAvoy for Kiki. Sharks defender lost a stick. Here come the Bruins again. Empty net back out there for the Bruins. 25 seconds. The Bruins need 2. Lindholm in front. Saved Nedeljkovic with 21.5 left. $21.5. Halfway there. Yeah, we are, TD Garden. Yes, we are. Lindholm wins the draw. Zacha saved Nedeljkovic. That surprised him. Yeah, it would have made things a lot interesting. McAvoy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. McAvoy, he didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, McAvoy, that's a dirty hit. Oh, no. Oh, that's a dirty hit. He headshotted him. He headshotted him. And now the Sharks are going to come racing for him. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was not a good play. McAvoy, what the hell are you doing, man? Ugh. He hit Sherwood up in the head. And now we have a Donnybrook. Elias Lindholm is fighting Kiefer Sherwood. Middlestat with Orlov. Clean. I don't think so. That looked like a headshot. That looked like a headshot, clear as day. Oh, man. Head was down. It was with the elbow, though. That's the big thing. Head was down, but it was with the elbow. Ooh, that's a big... I don't know. Thankfully, his arms were down. That's good. Still not a great hit. Regardless, Sherwood's okay, thankfully. So it's not a major. I don't think it's completely dirty, and he looked right down at him. He was like, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. It's going to be an elbowing on McAvoy. 2 minutes for elbowing is the call. I don't think it was necessarily 100% clean, but I also don't think it was necessarily 100% dirty either. Final seconds of this one. Oh, whoa, come on! Come on! Oh, that is inexcusable. The Sharks trying to score? What a joke. That's inexcusable. That's inexperience right there on the Sharks' end. That is inexperience. 9 seconds left and you fire a shot at the net when you're up 2 on the power play? Dirty. Classless. There's a certain rule of, there's certain unwritten rules. Unwritten rules you don't break. That's one of them you don't break. I don't care what the situation is. Unwritten rules you don't break. That's one of them. And Ryan Reeves, who is one of the biggest goons the NHL's ever seen, was out there to lead that whole thing. Nice, all 5 Sharks fans showed up. Really cool. Really cool. Nice, dude. Nice job. Where were you the last 5 years when your team sucked? No GGs. The fans are being pieces of shit. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that nobody understands. Where were you guys when your team was the bottom of the league and absolutely awful the last 5 years? Where were you? Nowhere to be found. Because it wasn't cool to be a Sharks fan. The minute the Sharks start being good, now you all show up? Fickle. Fickle fans. Been right here? Really? Really? Interesting. Interesting. Really interesting. You're a Sharks hater? No. I'm calling it the way I see it. I'm calling it the way I see it. They all come out in bunches. Just funny to me. The Bruins last year, the Bruins when they beat the Sharks last year, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. At least my team didn't stop. At least my team's fan base didn't stop showing up when their team was bad. I don't know. I don't know. Just a thought. Getting wins now, bro. Oh, yeah, nice. Very nice. Cool. You finally did something good. I don't care. I don't care. That's why I don't feel bad that the Coyotes lost, the Arizona lost their hockey team. The fans stopped going to the games. That's why I don't feel bad that Oakland lost their team, too. Fans stopped going to the games. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't. And if you do, I'm sorry. That's good for you. I don't. When you stop going to games, money's going to be down. What do you expect them to do? I'm getting toxic tonight because I do not care. I do not care. Do not care whatsoever. All the Sharks fans came out in bunches the minute their team started doing good. It's funny. Hiding in the whispers. Teams are coming to possibly pass your team. And it's not that. It's just that, like, when I don't know. I don't know, man. Just a little. It's odd. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know, man. It's a little odd. All 5 Sharks fans showed up to stream tonight. It's really nice. Really nice that all 5 of them started showing up. They're supporting you by commenting, but they know they're just trying to get a reaction. They're just trying to get a reaction out of me, and they got it, but they didn't like what I had to say, because they know I'm right. Sorry. Thanks for paying my bills. Like, keep commenting. Keep commenting. It's paying my bills. Thanks. What's up, Josiah?
I'm scared to be here right now. Tempers are flaring and I'm scared.
I'm just calling it. Lily, thank you for being a cool one. I appreciate that.
You know, I'm just here to do the Bruins post-game stuff, so I'm going to stay out of the controversy. Let me paint you guys a picture real quick. This is how I kind of saw this game going, and I'm going to be the supportive dad in the crowd, okay?
No,
and I'm going to
please
go
don't
watch
be.
my son, the Boston Bruins, go play hockey. This is what I'm feeling right now. I feel like my son just went to a Pee-wee game, and the moment he got scored on, he started throwing the equipment around the ice and crying on his behind and just gave up when he started losing. That's kind of where I feel right now. And I feel like a dad that needs to go discipline his son because that was ridiculous. Like, they just gave up, man. And, you know, that's why, you know, you can be controversial, like, oh, Sharks fans only come out, fair weather fans, whatever. I'm not getting into that. The reason I said GG to the Sharks, I'm saying GG to the team. I don't give a shit about what the fans are saying, whatever.
Yeah.
The team killed it tonight, and
Yeah.
especially their goalie. Their goalie freaking was stellar. And that goal by William Eklund was unreal. What a freaking shot.
Yeah.
So, I will say the Sharks team deserved to win that. They definitely did. And it's because, again, I paint you a picture. I feel like I just saw my son throw a tantrum on the ice at the moment he got scored on, and he didn't really feel like trying anymore. That's what it felt like. Yikes, 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 yikes. And it's embarrassing because that happened to you on home ice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And really, you can't really ask more from the offensive side. They got 40 shots, and they were good quality shots. They were pretty good in the offensive zone. It's just they got goalied. And it's not even Swayman had a particularly bad day either. Like, he didn't have a horrid day.
No.
It was just freaking the goaltender. What's his fucking name again? I forgot.
Nedeljkovic.
Yeah, he freaking killed it, man. So I'm a little miffed because it feels like they didn't really try once they were down. They got a couple of garbage time goals, but that really doesn't show the actual score. I mean, this was 4-0 game. They got, you know, Minton literally got the lucky goal of he fell over and Nedeljkovic just missed it. So that was lucky. And then obviously Pasternak gets, you know, 58 seconds left. Woo, yay, whatever. So, yeah, this was a 4-0 loss. So, yeah, that's bad, especially this time of year where you really need to you need points here, man. You need points. You can't be giving this stuff up. And, you know, the upcoming schedules you just pulled up on stream, I'll let you chat about that, obviously. You have a lot of opportunities here to pick up points, and you desperately need them. I honestly didn't have you winning tonight's game. That's why I'm not completely miffed, because I didn't expect you to really win. And for 2 main reasons. Number one, I feel like the Bruins have they've been so good at home ice, eventually someone's going to break. You know, they won 13 straight on a home ice. I'm like, you know, something's going to break eventually. So I saw this kind of coming. So I'll let you pick up the upcoming schedule. One thing I will stay out of the controversy for the most part. One thing I did want to mention is...
Oh. Thank you for the $5
Put
super
this 5
chat.
towards your Prime account, bro. Thanks again for the stream, Sam.
Thanks for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Put the 5 towards your Prime account. Thanks. Thank you. Continue.
Just a last quick note. I will say, I do notice it a lot where people do come into. I have watched their streams occasionally, and people do it to them all the time.
Yeah, I know. I know those guys. That is a friend of the channel, by the way. Ranting NY Rangers. I love those two. They're awesome. I actually sent them a super chat the other day myself. So,
long story short.
Anyway.
Yeah, long story short, chat. I'm defending Sam on this one. That you might have thought that was a little bit of an overreaction by Sam. Trust me, 99.9% of the time when people come in here saying, let's go this team, they beat your team, blah, 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 they're just doing that to get on her skin. So I will defend him on that one. The fair weather stuff, I'm not going to really get into that. I don't really, I feel like Sharks fans are not nearly as bad as Panthers fans. Fuck Panthers fans, bro.
True.
But anyway.
Big facts.
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing, Sam. Fuck Panthers fans.
Big facts. Big facts. I respect that. By the way, first of all, I want to point out nifty graphic, huh? We like this? We like the nifty graphic?
I know. I was about to say, I was like, dude, this is a little fancy pants from you today.
A little fancy, right? Yeah, shout out Uno. They took my suggestion on this graphic, by the way, so there you go. So this is the Bruins' upcoming schedule. It's their next, 7 games, I think. And so they play the Capitals again on Saturday. You need to win. You're on the road. You're on a 3-game road trip, okay? You need points badly. You need at least 4 of the next 6, if not all 6 points here on this road trip. You take on Winnipeg at home next Thursday. That should, in theory, be a win because the Jets aren't particularly too good this year. The Red Wings and the Sabres, 2 of the next 3. Ooh, 2 of those 3 games, that's going to be interesting. Reminder for the Red Wings here. Want to remind you, Dylan Larkin is going to be out for the next little bit with an injury. Andrew Kopp is going to be out for the next little bit doing an injury. The Bruins need to take advantage of that and get 2 points on the Red Wings coming up next Saturday. Want to point out, I said this earlier, I might not be live for that game, but there's a damn good reason why, and you guys are going to like the reason why. Well, stay tuned. If it happens, it's not 100% confirmed, but if it happens, and it happens to be during that time, just know it's for a good reason, and you'll like some of the content coming out of it. Anyway, Leafs next on the 24th, that has to be a win. You have to win that game. And of course, the Sabres, that's going to be a tough test. Sabres are dominant right now, although they just lost to the Capitals on home ice tonight. So, see what happens. But that's your that's your upcoming schedule for the Bruins coming up down the stretch.
I'm going to insert myself here for one quick second.
Yeah.
I would argue that the next game on Saturday is one of the most important games of the season, and I'll tell you for 2 reasons. Number one, it's the last time you're facing the Capitals this season, and you've claimed the first 2 games. If you season sweep them, that's huge, and that's especially because they are the next team behind you, other than the Jackets and the Senators, and the Senators and Capitals are tied. However, you have 2 games in hand over the Capitals right now, and if you win that, that's almost, not going to say it, but that is very close to putting them behind you and really only worrying about the Senators and the Jackets. And that's because if you do beat them that day, you will be up 7 points on them.
Yeah.
And you will have won all 3 games, which doesn't sound like a lot. However, with, only, let's say 17 games, whatever left, 7 games up and sweeping the series is huge. So that's critical for you to win that.
For sure. To answer your question, no, Swayman does not play all of them. You can't afford to have Swayman play all 7 games down the stretch. My guess, Swayman against the Capitals. It's a back-to-back Monday, Tuesday, so I'd assume Corpy would get Monday against the Devils. Swayman would get Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Corpy Tuesday, Swayman Wednesday against the Sabres. My guess. Devils and Leafs would go to Korpisalo. Other than that, I think Swayman gets all of them. Because you need the more important games, right? So. That's overkill if you give Swayman all those games. You're going to put him in there for 9 straight games? Yeah, no, that's not going to work. You can't tire out your goalie if you're going to have a chance at a playoff run. So, so I don't know. But anyway, regardless of who plays, doesn't matter who plays, doesn't matter who's in net, you need to win. You need to win a good majority of these games. Out of the 14 available points here, you need 12 or 13 of them. You need to get all these points because, look, the Atlantic Division is tight. The Eastern Conference is still tight. Senators and Blue Jackets are on your necks. Blue Jackets only 1 point behind you now. 1 point behind you because the Panthers took them to overtime. You need to start winning some games. You start getting 2 points. So, and a lot of these games, 5 of your next 7 are on the road. You need to get over the hump. You need to get over the hump. You need to start winning games on the road because if you don't, guess what happens? You fall out and you can't recover because seasons could be decided in the next week and a half. You need to start winning on the road. Josiah?
Yeah. I'm going to give you my quick prediction on these games. And this is going to be a mix of my actual prediction and what I am hoping is kind of going to happen.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is what, okay, I'm going to put it this way. This is what you need to do. And this is how hopefully it's going to turn out. Well, if you could win all games, that'll be great. But I'm thinking you need to win against the Capitals in regulation, win against the Devils in regulation, win against the Canadiens regulation, Jets regulation, Red Wings. You need to either lose in overtime or win in regulation.
Get at least a point. Get a point.
Yeah, get a point there. Beat the Leafs in regulation, and I'll allow you to lose I'll lose against the Sabres in regulation. So I'm gonna say out of these 7 games, you need to go 5-1-1.
Yeah. Ideally, if you can get ideally if you can get a point in every one of these games, crucial. At least a point. Get two most of the time, but if you can get at least a point in any of the in all the next 7 games, man. Yeah, I'm with Habs on this one. You'd probably need to swap your prediction for Montreal and Detroit around. You need at least a point against Montreal, and then to Detroit, you need to win in regulation.
I feel like Detroit's a better team than Montreal. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Even though they're higher in the standings,
no.
They've been better.
Especially with Larkin and Kopp being hurt. No, you need to.
Montreal's is Larkin hurt?
Larkin's hurt and Kopp's hurt.
Oh, I missed that.
Detroit, swap Montreal and Detroit's predictions around. You need to get at least.
Yeah, I would agree. I didn't know that Larkin was hurt. That's my fault.
Yeah. No, it's okay. And also, Montreal's just ahead of Detroit too. So.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to hopefully end this trip or end these upcoming games 41, 24, and 7. That I would be comfortable with that because then you would do damage against a couple of teams that are right behind you with the Capitals. And then hopefully the Red Wings will be behind you by then, but we'll see. So you don't know, man. This is crucial. This is an absolute critical part of the schedule. If you mess this up, your season's over. I would say if you are not in a much better position by the time you play the Sabres on Wednesday, this season's over because then you only have about 9 or 10 games left.
Yeah, you need to win at least 5 of these games, just to keep yourselves afloat.
Yep.
A lot of those are going to be on the road, so they have to figure out a way to finally win on the road. They have not won on the road since January 17th. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
January 17th. They played Chicago. That was the Lorei Legacy game. He was in trade rumors by morning, birthday during the day, 2 goals by night. So. Yeah, no, but Boston's horrible on the road. I'll be the first one to tell you, the Bruins are awful on the road. They're 11-14-2 on the road. Awful. How are they in a playoff spot with how bad they are on the road? I have no idea. No idea. 11-14-5 on the road, I think is what it is. Yikes. No
it's
idea.
pretty bad.
It's bad. It's bad. So, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Final thoughts?
Not really. I mean, I'm kind of bracing for impact. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now because, honestly, by Wednesday, I'm gonna have probably a conclusion on where we're gonna end up. By Wednesday after the Sabres game, I'm gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna have a chance to at least play some playoff hockey, or I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
see you guys in the draft. That's basically which one it's gonna be. So we'll see. But
But you got to remember.
cross your fingers.
You got to remember one thing over these next 13 days, 7 games in 13 days. If BC loses tomorrow, bring James Hagens into the conversation right about here.
Yep.
Remember that. Hagens could be here as soon as Monday or Tuesday. It's literally that quick. That quick of a turnaround. Because Friday, BC plays Maine tomorrow. No, Hagens would not play Saturday. That's too quick of a turnaround. But Monday or Tuesday, there is a possibility that James Hagens could be on the Bruins roster Monday or Tuesday. Absolutely could be a possibility. So, keep in mind.
Honestly, if I were to predict, I feel like they're going to start him at home on Thursday. They wouldn't want to throw him into their travel schedule, but we'll see.
Welcome to the big time. Sink or swim.
I mean, I agree with you, but we'll see.
Who knows? Yeah, Hagens is... If Hagens loses tomorrow, he is not playing Saturday. If BC, he's not playing Saturday. Monday or Tuesday, or maybe even Thursday, I'll give it to you, but not Saturday. Quick turnaround. I don't know. So anyway, that was my last point. Hagens watches on. So, low-key, go Maine.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, knock BC out, man.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd ever say that, being a BC fan, but...
Yeah. But, anyway. Do you think he picked up the system easily? He has to pick it up. Who on the Bruins do you think takes Hagens under their wing for his rookie year? Well, that'll be next season. He'll technically be a rookie next year. It'll be his first full rookie season. For the rest of this season, probably Pasternak's my guess. Has to be, Insert James Hagens into the top 6 year better hockey team. So, see what happens. I don't know. All right, Josiah, I'm going to wrap up stream here. So, if you have not yet, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring your notification bell to never miss when we go live or upload here on the channel. Follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and X, all down below in the description. Bruins lose a heartbreaker, 4-2 to the San Jose Sharks on home ice. We live Saturday for Bruins Capitals, 3 p.m. start. You want to tune into that one. See you then. Bruins lose 4-2. Good night. Give me Hagens.